Namaste, everyone, and welcome to the August full moon meditation. So this month is supposed to be the full moon of Leo, the lion. And oftentimes we look at it, hey, lion represents courage. So before we get into the short lecture and meditation, for a lot of you are new, just want to kind of orient you, why are we doing full moon meditations? Why not, like in the middle of the month or new moon or whatever moon? A big part of it has to do with the amplification of the energy during the full moon. And a lot of you notice that during the full moon, things get magnified. People are normally calm, get a little stirred up. And we have students that work in the emergency room. They said, hey, a lot of people during the full moon, especially the ones with psychological issues or imbalances, seems to get magnified. Well, to make a long story short, during the full moon and the full moon, so much energy, especially in the full moon, so much energy is pouring down to the earth, everything gets magnified. So like pouring fertilizer into the ground, you have fruits and flowers, the fertilizer making grow faster, more. So do the weeds. So what we try to do on the time of the full moon is actually use that amplification effect to amplify the good qualities we have. And also, instead of standing under a faucet, we're standing under a waterfall, where all that energy, we're going to use that energy to flush out the impurities, the negative thoughts and emotions, weaknesses, whatever you want to call it, out of our aura and our chakras. Okay, so that's why. Now, I remember my teacher used to tell me, in addition to guiding or facilitating full moons, you should take advantage of that opportunity and share some spiritual teachings. And so we try to kind of give some relevant teaching at that time so that it will help you on your spiritual journey. All right? And so, one of the stories I read recently, which is quite interesting, is a Zen story. So this monk, he wants to go to the land where the Buddha was, and in search of knowing the Buddha, know where he was, where he meditated, just basically in search of Buddha, okay? The Lord Buddha. And so he was in a boat, and with somebody rowing in the river, and he saw basically a dead body floating. As he got closer and closer, when he looked, he was shocked. That dead body was his. It's like, oh. It's like looking in a mirror, but dead. And according to the story, that was the start of his spiritual liberation. Okay, now you go, that doesn't make sense. It's basically a metaphor, a story to kind of have us dive deeper to extract a spiritual lesson. So the key things, number one, he was in search of the Buddha, a great spiritual teacher. Second key, seeing a dead body. Number three, it was his. Key number four, the start of his spiritual liberation. So what is the lesson we extract from this? You might as well say he was looking for Christ. He was looking for God. He was looking for some saint. Right? The key here is what he was searching for a spiritual being, a great spiritual teacher. Right? So number one, this great spiritual teacher, whoever that teacher is not the physical body. It's not the physical body. It's spirit. Make sense? So when he saw his dead body, the reason it became the start of his liberation, because in order to experience or realize oneness with God, oneness with Christ, oneness with Buddha, so on and so on, you have to first realize that just like the great teacher and spiritual beings, the teacher is not the body. So in order to have communion, a fellowship with great spiritual teachers, angels, higher beings, God, you also have to first have the realization that you're not the body. So then the symbolism of him seeing his dead body is to basically says, in order for you to see the Buddha, you have to first realize that you're not the body. He was observing his body. So the question is, who's the observer? Right? A lot of you joined us in meditation before. That's the basic premise. You're moving your body. What's being moved? The body. Who's moving it? I am. I'm feeling a certain emotion. Who's the feeler? I am. I'm thinking of certain thoughts. Who's the thinker? I am. So you go, okay, so who's this I am guy? So I must not be the body because I'm moving the body. I'm observing that I'm actually initiating something to move this body. I'm not these emotions because before I felt that joy, anger, happiness, whatever that emotion is, I already existed. Before I thought of this, whatever that thought is of a car, a house, dinner, whatever it is, I already existed. So who is this I who is moving the body, feeling the feelings, and thinking the thoughts? He said, I am. So that realization that I'm not the body, emotions, or thoughts makes me think, who is this I am? And what is this I am made of? Of course, most of you know, that is the spiritual self. The I am, the soul, the spiritual self, right? And in that story, that's the start of his liberation. Because before that, that monk is still fixated. I want to find the Buddha. I want to touch him. I want to touch his feet. I want to worship him. Whatever it is. You know, if you're a Buddhist monk, that's what you want to do. So it's looking for the physical form. So that story, kind of seeing his dead body, is like, I'm looking at it. It's just like, I'm looking at my hand and I'm moving it. So I'm not the hand. I'm moving the hand. That's why it's the start of his liberation. Now, what's the lesson to extract from this? When we get so entangled with our physical body, when we get so entangled with what's going on in our physical life, our emotions, our thoughts, our finances, when you get so entangled, not that they're not important. Here's the difference. It's not that you're not giving it any importance. It's you're entangled. So the spiritual self is literally trapped in the material world. Make sense? That's one reason why you heard of yogis. I know if you're in the Western world, this is just weird, right? But we have students that says, yeah, I have friends that, searching for spirituality, they go meditate in the cemetery. Of all places, where you go meditate in a dead place? Not a dead place where dead people are buried, right? They come back. Yeah, I had a spiritual liberation. Why? I mean, that's the weirdest thing to do. Now, I'm not telling you guys to do it, but just putting in context because they went there to really realize that, hey, I'm not the body. These are dead bodies here. This is not my friend. This is not my relative. These are just shells, like a shell of the soul that occupied it before. That's why they do it. Again, I'm not telling you guys to do that, but the lesson there is like when that monk saw his dead body, the metaphor is there is like I'm searching for Buddha. By seeing my dead body, I get to realize I'm not that body. That's why it's the start of his liberation. Just like when we get so fixated with what's happening materially, emotionally, mentally, we're trapped. So when you're trapped, you're like imprisoned in that consciousness of, what your body's feeling, your body's getting older, your body's sick, whatever. All these things, you're trapped and that becomes your identity. So the soul, the spiritual self, is actually imprisoned by the body, the emotions, and thoughts. So when you say liberation, it's like, oh, open the door, I can get out. So as a metaphor, when we realize we're not the body, not the emotion, and thoughts, just like the monk realized that, hey, that dead body is mine. But wait, I just said that dead body is mine. And the fact that I'm saying that, I'm observing something, I could not be it. That's why it's the start of his liberation. Now, in our case, to put it in proper context, when we realize that this body is something I'm using to pick up this drink, but I'm moving the body, but I'm not the body. I'm not the feelings I have. I'm not the thoughts I have. These are all my creations. When we have that realization, we start to open that door to be liberated, not to be entangled. Then you get to realize, oh, this is my body. It has certain tendencies. It has certain wants, needs. He wants to have material pleasure. Nothing wrong with it, but when it becomes excessive, wait, stop it. Hey, you. Right? Like food. Like I remember my teacher was telling me, why do people fast? Most people do fasting to to detox. What else? To lose weight. different myriad of reasons. But on the spiritual path, the reason we fast is to tell the body who's boss. The body's used to having food at a certain time, at a certain amount during the day. Day in, day out, week in, week out, yearly, and so on and so on. So when you suddenly say, hey, stop, you're not going to have food for a certain amount of time, the body's going to complain. So the first day usually, if you ever done it, the first day is the toughest because the body complains and it affects your mind, your emotions. Oh, you're going to get ulcer, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. Of course, unless you have a health condition, right? But most of the time, it's like the body's fighting. Come on, feed me. And so you say, no, I'm going to be fasting. What you're doing is you're retaining control over the body. And at some point, by the time you get to the second, third day, so it's to bring back your power. And having you have that power back is to free you from the clutches of the body, the emotions, and thoughts. Now you control the body, the emotions, and thoughts. When you notice, okay, this drink is not good for me, that smoking is not good for me, these drugs are not good for my body, it hurts my body, so on and so on. No, I don't want it. Even if your body wants you, go up, behave. At some point, you train the body. You train the body. So at that point, you start to realize, I am not this body. I control the body. That's your liberation. Just like the monk, when he realized, hey, that's my dead body. So the fact that I can say, that's my body, I'm not it, I'm looking at it, it's an opening. Make sense? Now, why is this relevant to our everyday life? Because oftentimes, what do? We get so entangled with what's going on every day. Your finances, your health, your relationships, all these are human experiences. They're important. We learn lessons from it. But guess what happens? When you let those experiences define the I. So when things are not going your way, you feel bad, you feel depressed. When things are going, oh, yay, I'm happy. So it becomes what? Like this. So we're literally trapped in the experiences of the body, the emotions, thoughts. Or if you realize that I am the spiritual self, a spiritual being having an earthly experience, right? And using my body to learn lessons in the material world, using my emotional body, or what they call the astral body, to experience emotions, good or bad, thoughts, what they call the mental body, to generate these ideas, this data, and to be able to think good thoughts that yield good effects in the material world, or bad thought that cause problems in my life, then you have a realization like, hey, I am the driver of my car, my body. I'm the captain of my my boat or my ship, which is the emotional body. I'm the pilot of my plane, like my mental body, right? Then I get to realize I'm free to control my body, my emotions, and thoughts. And in the end, when I don't have my car, I don't have my boat, I don't have my plane, I still exist because I am a spiritual being having this earthly experience. And so if I want to experience oneness with the Lord Buddha, the Lord Christ, all these great spiritual, I want to experience oneness with God, the only way I can truly do that is to know who I am. I am spirit, I'm a soul, I'm a spiritual being, because the great teachers, God is intangible, pure energy, spiritual energy. So that is the lesson from that Zen story. I hope that kind of give you at least a little bit an opening that you have a choice. But you won't be able to make those choices if you don't know who's making the choice. Now, what is the purpose of meditation? Meditation, this you're immobilizing your body, right? You're trying to sit to make sure that, the temperature is right, your chair is comfortable, and you're able to sit without having the body, what? Bother you. Because at that point, you want to exclude any sensations or data coming from your body. Isn't it? And what are you trying to do with your emotions? Okay, I'm stressed out, I'm angry, I don't want to do that. I want to meditate. In other words, I don't want to be messing with these emotions. I don't want to be messing with it. I just want to have that peace. I don't want these thoughts jumping around this monkey mind. Right? What are you trying to do? You're trying to temporarily push aside any input from the body, the emotions and thoughts. What for? Oh, I want to have inner peace. People don't realize having that inner peace is the end result when you start realizing. The word realization comes from the real and action. You know that? So when I want to have that realization, in other words, it is so real for me that I'm not the body, not the emotion and thoughts. I'm taking action to get there. I want to have that realization of who I really am. And guess what? When that happens, you have peace. So that's the lesson for this full moon. And, how's it got to do with Leo? I guess we'll kind of stretch it a little bit. Courage. So when that monk saw his dead body, he goes, ah! Why is it the start of his liberation? Because he had the courage to face it, to know that, hey, it's not actually the dead body. It's teaching me a lesson that I'm not the body. Now, if you take it a little further, some of you, when you do your meditation, spiritual practice, you see scary things, right? Even in your dreams. So the key is to understand, okay, I'm not the body, not the emotion, not the thoughts. These scary visions, what I see in my meditation dreams, these are thought forms, these are energy. There's nothing to fear. I'm a being of light. I'm connected to God. I'm one with God. So it's all energy. They're just holograms. So if you want to kind of go with the theme of Leo, the lion is having courage, okay. As you realize who you are, you have the courage to face whatever is coming in your spiritual life, whatever you see in the energy world, either in your meditation or your dream. Okay? So if you want to, connect it to the lion, great. You want to connect it to whatever astrological sign, great. But when all is said and done, the most important lesson, whatever month, whatever full moon, new moon, whatever moon or sun you want to talk about, the basic essence is who you are. You're the spiritual being having an earthly experience. And this earthly experience allows you to learn lessons with your body, your emotions, and thoughts. As you extract it, that's how you spiritually are liberated, free, and experience oneness with the Buddha, the Christ, whoever you want, because they're spirit. You have to realize you're a spirit to experience a connection with these great spiritual beings, or, in that story, to find the Buddha. That monk was searching, right? He was searching for his physical form. But in reality, everything is energy. You, the soul, the spiritual self, is pure energy with no mass. Most people think E is equal to mc squared. The spiritual self, the soul, is not that same E, because the soul has no mass. You cannot put the body on this. Yeah, you're gonna put the soul on the scale and weigh it. Make sense? So that gives you a backdrop for our meditation. So let's do our meditation, shall we? The first thing we always do is ask for blessings. You can pray to whoever you like. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, Holy Masters, Saints, Archangels, Holy Angels, spiritual helpers. You can pray to whoever you like. Personally, to my teacher, Master Chokok Sui Mahaguji Mailing, we humbly ask for your divine light, divine love. Thank you for your realization of who we really are. And thank you for the realization that we're one with all, in full faith. And so it is. All right, you guys ready? All right, close your eyes. Keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Silently repeat after me. I am that I am. I'm not this body. Now just try to kind of move your body a little bit. Now observe it. Just say, I'm not this body. This is not the I. I am the soul. Be still. Now, whatever you're feeling emotionally right now, happy, sad, angry, whatever you're feeling, just say, I'm not any of my emotions. I'm not any of these emotions right now. So whatever you're feeling, just say, I'm observing these emotions. These emotions are not me. Be still. Just observe the thoughts that are floating in your mind, just like outside looking at the sky, looking at the clouds. Observe these thoughts. Whatever it is, it could be anything, your work, your home, a project you're doing, just observe it. Not just silently say, hey, I'm observing these thoughts. These thoughts are not me. I'm not these thoughts. These are not the I. Now be still and listen. I'm not the body. I'm not the emotions. I'm not the thoughts. I am the soul, the spiritual self. I am that. That am I. Pure energy. I am that. Now just be still. I am that. I am. Say it again. I am that. I am. Be still. So be aware of your consciousness and your awareness. Some of you might feel it's like floating above your head. Just let it happen. And just keep repeating, I am that. Referring your true self. And just say, I am. I am that. 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 I am. You're now referring to your true self. It's like you're pointing to your true self. I am that. I am. I am that. I am. Just keep going. Pierce that veil. I am that. I am. You're searching for your real self. I am that. I am. I am that. I am. I am that. I am. Be still. I am that. I am. It's like you're pointing to it. I am that. That's the I am. That's me. That's I. I am that. I am. Be still and let go. Now. I am that I am. I am that I am. I am that I am. I am that. That am I. Let go. Remember and know who you are. the I am. Let go. I am. Let go. Gently, slowly, move your fingers, move your toes, just move your hands around a little bit. Slowly come back to your body. Raise your hands in blessing. Now visualize the earth in front of you. You have all this spiritual energy as we're connected during the full moon and whatever meditation you're doing anytime. We have all this energy. Let's share that with the world. Visualize the earth in front of you. Fill the earth with beautiful golden light. Imagine your friends, your loved ones, your family, people who need a blessing. Fill them with golden light. If you know anyone who's sick, their bodies are sick, they have physical issues, or are in the hospital, or they're going through tough times with their finances, anyone who is suffering, fill them with golden light. May all of them be blessed with good health, with happiness, with prosperity, and with spirituality. So be it. So be it. So be it. Fill them with golden light. Now, there are countries all over the world that are suffering. There's Afghanistan, there's Haiti, there's different parts of the world where there's political turmoil, there's people who are starving from famine, people are suffering from other calamities that don't make it in the news. Fill those areas with golden light. Let's utilize this group energy in the full moon to bless those areas. We're not the one blessing, we're allowing ourselves to be channels, vessels, pipelines to bless these areas. Just aim that hose of blessings to all those places. Bless the people in Afghanistan with peace, with order, with divine protection. So be it. In Haiti, so many people have been affected by the earthquake. Bless all those people with divine healing, divine protection, with the souls who have left their bodies. May they be blessed, may they be empowered with a safe journey into the light. So be it. project the energy and the blessings to all the caregivers, all the doctors, nurses, the support team that's helping all the people who are sick with COVID. Bless them with divine healing energy. Bless them with divine protection. So be it. So be it. May all be blessed. So be it. Fill the earth with golden light. May all be divinely blessed. So be it. Now, be aware of your feet and the base of your spine and your hands. Project golden light down into the earth. Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth and all her children and all of creation be blessed with divine light, divine love, divine power. May every person, every being be blessed, be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. Blessings be to Mother Earth. So be it. Okay, let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother. Thank you. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers, we thank you. Personally, to my teacher, Master Tuakak Sui Mahagujume, thank you in full faith. And so it is. Okay, open your eyes. How do you feel? So it's a short meditation. I know some of you going, whoa, I'm still spacing out. Well, that's what happens when you have the practice of really trying to realize who you are under the full moon. That all that spiritual energy coming in. Now, just to kind of have a quick recap. If you notice, we kept saying, I am that. I am. It's just like, it's like you're pointing to something. I am that. I am that car. I am that this. I'm that. But in this case, you're not talking about something material. It's just like the I am, the spiritual self, is pointing to itself. I know some of you go, what? Think about it. You say, I am that. I am like, the I am that I am. I'm that being. Is what you're doing. But it's almost like a loop. I am that. I am. And then again, who's pointing to the I am? Who is that? So as you keep doing it over and over again, some of you might notice an opening. Because at some point, you get to realize what oneness really means. You're pointing to I am, to that spiritual self, but that spiritual self is the one pointing. And then you go, what? My mind is blown. Exactly. As you do this over and over again, you get to realize the observer is being observed. By who? The observer. And what's being observed is also observing the observer. Some of you go, whoa, I'm already like, oh. Exactly. As you do this over and over again, and you start having a realization that, hey, I'm not trapped by this body, because I have that realization I could be there and here at the same time. Did you get that? I am that. I am. So the I am is pointing to itself. Be still. Just keep your tongue in your palate. Close your eyes. Meditate on that. The I am is pointing to the I am. I am that. I am. Just be still. That I am is really the I am. That I am is really I. Just meditate on that. Just let it flow. I am that. That I am is actually the I. I am that. That. I am. Be still. Gently, very slowly, come back to your physical body. Again, move your fingers, move your toes, just wiggle your body, move your body around. Allow you to come back to your physical container, your physical form. Slowly come back. Take your time. Just focus on your feet. That helps you ground, helps you come back. Project golden light from your feet, the base of your spine, and your hands, just like we did a few minutes ago. Project it downwards into the earth. Bless the earth with golden light. Keep going. All right. Open your eyes. And you thought we're done with the first meditation, right? You see, at that point, you're not stuck with a structure anymore. I said, okay, we're done. Okay, now let's just try something. No expectation. A lot of you went deeper. That's exactly the point. Know who you are. Remember who you are. Remember your true essence. Pure spiritual energy. The I am. Right? So I hope you enjoyed the full moon meditation. You can come back to this as often as you like. You can refer your friends to it. So it's a start of that spiritual liberation. So you know who you are, and that gives you power to control your body, emotions, thought, because you know who is the one moving the body, creating these feelings, creating these thoughts. That is empowering because now I have a choice. Make sense? All right. Namaste, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me for this full meditation. Feel free to please leave a comment. Join our mailing list if you haven't already. We're having these full moon meditations, and 6 times a week we're doing our Anchor the Light meditations. 10 a.m., 6 p.m. California time, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and we'll do more. We want to keep you spiritually connected. Namaste. This is Master Ko. Thank you for allowing me to serve you. God bless and live super energized. Namaste. Take good care.